What's going on, guys? I'm the White Guy, and yeah, we're bringing the channel back here. Got the second video here. This is honestly my third attempt at trying to record this video because there's a time of day thing in this game, which is kind of, I guess, it's a neat little gimmick where you could end up like riding around at dawn, dusk, at night, or something like that. Which is why it gives you like some neat lighting. So like in the thumbnail of this, I believe I used something from a different time of day to make it look prettier. Which, yeah, let me know if that actually was a good idea or not to do that instead of just these normal daytimes. But for just playing the game, I had to restart it a bunch of times because I just I just wanted some normal daytime to be playing in this. And yeah, for anybody that's been living under a rock and somehow hasn't seen it, there's a new game after. I'm gonna say after Reflex because I don't think we're gonna talk about Supercross or Supercross Encore. Cause I think that's something that everybody's looking to move past and forget even happened because they were terrible, and after that I don't believe that Rainbow Studios or whoever was willing to do anything with me and wanted no part of me after I didn't just give them a favorable review in exchange for, like, pay for play or whatever you want to call it. Quid pro quo, is that what it is? But I don't think they were happy with me, except at the time my channel was actually decent size and getting a decent number of views, and I did not say good things about the game, because let's be honest, Supercross Encore was, it wasn't even hot garbage, that game was just complete garbage. But yeah, then they All Out is the one that came, wow, I forgot how, I haven't played this, and I'm gonna crash right here again, I guarantee it. Yeah, I forgot how, after playing Reflex, you can, like, launch huge jumps to flat ground in Reflex and be just fine, whereas this, you actually have to, I forgot they're a lot more sensitive about, how you land your jumps in this game. But anyway, there's been some DLC stuff that's come out, so if you've been living under a rock somehow, this is, the Bighorn MX Park, which is more or less just a park with some sand dunes, and as you're, probably noticing with this, the sand dunes are, I don't want to say lazy, but it seems like they're kind of just thrown in there as an afterthought because there really isn't, there aren't any really great lines that kind of flow through them. It's all like a bunch of small stuff, and then you end up crashing, which I guess is kind of real sand dunes are. Let's be real, if you're in real sand dunes, you're not going to have all these great lines that string together smoothly. You're just going to have a bunch of little stuff like this. But, yeah, I guess for the purposes of considering this is more of an arcade game, in my opinion, would have been neat if they, because I'm thinking back to Reflex right now, when, as everybody in MX vs ATV game seems to do, where they had the Freeride courses in that had some like they had lines in them that were like jumps that chained together, and there was a logical path you could take to flow through it. Whereas here, it's just kind of a lot of do something and like that. Okay, that worked out. Now you just gotta find that, hope for the best, and then I guess go back and repeat it. Sure. I guess we're gonna crash right here, I guarantee it. Yeah, forgot you're very sensitive. It's you actually have to plan your jumps ahead of time and hit landings, and this you just crash everywhere. So let's try and double backflip over this. Oh no, we didn't make it far enough. Okay, so we're gonna shoot that a little bit further. But yeah, I guess this is the point where, now that we're past the video's introduction, I guess this is, we'll play around the sand dunes here for, this video's probably going to be playing around the sand dunes, and we'll get into some story time. If you guys want to see more All Out, oh, I was hoping to hop that fence. If y'all want to see more All Out on the channel, let me know, because I could do some other videos in this on some other locations. There aren't, to my knowledge, there aren't really any custom tracks to this. There's like something for AI riders, I think, but I don't know if custom tracks are possible in this, or if that's something anybody's even doing because the demand's just not there. But, yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see more All Out, or if I should try and go back to focusing on stuff in Reflex. And with that one more crash, I guess we'll move on to story time. Today we'll be going over how coronavirus, what all of that has affected my life, and how things have changed for me with that, just to, I don't know, give people an insight in something more than just staring at me riding a motorcycle around virtual sand dunes. I don't know, try and connect with the audience something. We'll cut into post-edit White Guy commentating over some more well-chained together gameplay when I can selectively cut it out. So, see you guys in about 0 seconds. And we're back almost immediately, just like that, with post-edit version of me coming in to commentate some gameplay after the fact, since yeah, like I said, these sand dunes are actually really hard to stitch lines together through, and the best way I could find to do that was doing it after the fact like this. If you prefer live commentaries, let me know in the comments, or if you like this better where I take a little bit more time and I go about it this way so that all of the games on the screen that you see, like actually, the jumps actually work and it's not just constant crashing. Let me know what you would prefer in the comments. I feel like this is a little bit cleaner and probably better to watch if anybody's made it this far and you're still here for the gameplay and not for me, which we'll see based on, I think the video I put up yesterday had like 500 views on it, so we'll see if I keep uploading the next few days, weeks-ish. We'll see if YouTube pushes it to more sub boxes or how things go, but anyway, if we're going to get into the topic of coronavirus, I guess this all kind of started hitting around March, I believe, which is when I was about halfway through my last semester of engineering school. I went to Michigan Technological University, way up in the tippy top of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. If you haven't figured that one out by my Instagram post, and haven't done some 4chan sleuthing like they do to figure that one out. But yeah, up there it's a small town, so it didn't seem like a whole lot changed, really. Like, there's slightly less traffic on the roads, but everything was still kind of acting as normal. The biggest change I had with that is much more alcohol got consumed because our college, when everything shut down, everything went to online, and suddenly all of my coursework where I had to physically be somewhere in a building doing something, building something, or testing a prototype for a senior design project, then all of a sudden they became all digital, so I got lucky and all of my classes just posted, all of the assignments every Monday were all posted online. So Monday for like 10-15 hours that Monday, I sat in a room, dark corner, did all my homework, grinded through all of it on the Monday, and then I had the rest of the week to go have fun, do whatever I wanted to, even though you couldn't really go do much because coronavirus, which translated into just large amounts of alcohol being consumed. And to quote my roommate at the time, for the third time this week, I'm buying booze for the next 2 weeks, was about how that ultimately went. Didn't get a whole. I got most of my coursework done, but didn't really get too much else done because everything was shut down and we couldn't really go out and do anything per the governor's executive orders at the time. But the classes going to online, kind of, I like that a lot better. And the one major thing I hope that gets taken away out of this is that most college classes, there's no reason for them to actually be happening in a classroom, because you could do it all online just fine. And the biggest actual impact I had is my senior design project went from doing some really stupid thing with a wheel balancer to it all just turned into MATLAB code and LMS AIM-Sim modeling of like fuel efficiency of vehicles is what it turned into, and it was all digital work with stuff like that instead of physically building a prototype to measure the energy change on a wheel based on more or less you change the mass of your rotating components, your fuel economy is in theory going to change, and our customer wanted us to somehow quantify how small of a mass change you can make but still measure the difference in fuel economy or something. It was a really stupid project because our customer got angry that they wanted to use lug nuts, and that changing your lug nuts not going to save you any fuel economy, and hate to break it to you. But yeah, that could be a story for another day, my fun time at senior design, if anybody's interested in hearing what I ended up having to do for that. Cause I don't think I didn't sign any NDAs for anything, and it was a really stupid project that I thought was pretty funny, but we could get into that another time. But then I guess after that whole shenanigans got wrapped up, they canceled graduation. Nobody walked or anything, which personally I'm fine with, because honestly I was there to get the expensive piece of paper and go get a real job. I honestly didn't really care about walking. I just wanted my degree and I wanted to go get paid, which is what I did. So I got lucky in the fact that right before that hit, I signed my job offer at the power sports place I'm at right now, and once coronavirus hit, everything kind of got shut down, so I stopped burning gas. But I still got a lease sign on an apartment, and so just kind of, as if nothing was any different, I packed all my shit up and then moved out of Michigan over to where I'm at right now. I guess I wash my hands and keep hand sanitizer in my car between refueling stops now. But that's all that's about change with that. And I guess the thing, since getting back to work, everybody's got to wear masks everywhere, and there's hand sanitizer all over the place. I was pleasantly surprised to find some gas stations actually bothered putting hand sanitizer like at the pump, because even if coronavirus isn't there, sanitizing your hands would be kind of nice, because gas pumps are kind of nasty. But yeah, other than that, I haven't just lots of online classes, like a lot of work. It seems like it's being done digitally or from home now, which in my opinion is a good thing, since there isn't a whole lot of reason I could see to go into physical offices anymore with the state of new technology. So it's forcing people to adapt to new ways of doing things. And hopefully going forward, I would hope more companies allow remote work and remote classes become more common, since they're much more convenient and probably a lot cheaper to do. But it looks like we're running out of time right now, so that's honestly all we can do. It doesn't affect my life a whole lot quite yet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We had some hopefully interesting gameplay going on in the background. If you have any other games or anything you want to see, let me know. Feedback, comments, suggestions, throw it down there. I'll try and be engaging in the comments. Thank you for watching if you actually made it this far through this video. Hopefully they liked some All Out, since we're trying something a little bit different this time. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one if we keep coming back. Thanks for watching.